Okay, so get this right. A pretty big story broke today, and we just had to do a deep dive into it.
Definitely one of those, grabbing the headlines.
Yeah, so Fearne Cotton and Jesse Wood are getting a divorce.
10 years.
10 years, yeah, whole decade. I know, and I mean, she announced it on Instagram today, and of course, everyone's talking about it.
It's like one of those things that seems so sudden.
Yeah, you think, wow, they seem so happy, but I guess we never really know what goes on behind closed doors, right?
Right, exactly.
So Fearne Cotton, for anyone who doesn't know, she's a big deal in the UK. She's a TV and radio presenter,
Yeah.
very popular, very successful.
Yeah, very much so.
And her soon-to-be ex-husband is Jesse Wood.
Son of Rolling Stone royalty.
Exactly, Ronnie Wood.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's a pretty high-profile couple,
Absolutely, and it adds another layer to the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's dive into the Instagram post because I think it's really interesting. So she starts by saying, "It is with a heavy heart that I let you all know that Jesse and I are ending our marriage."
I mean, right off the bat, heavy heart, that's, pretty loaded.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think it shows, they've really thought about this.
Yeah.
It wasn't a rash decision.
Yeah, a lot of thought went into it.
And then she goes on to talk about their kids, prioritizing their well-being.
Makes sense.
Yeah, she says, "Our children are our #1 priority, and we will continue to co-parent with love and respect."
So very much putting the kids first.
Yeah, and I mean, good for them. It sounds like they're handling it maturely.
Yeah, trying to do it the right way.
Now, I do find the timing of this very interesting because Fearne, she actually just had surgery
Oh, right.
to remove tumors from her jaw. It was benign, thankfully, but still a big deal.
Yeah, a big health scare.
Absolutely. And it makes you wonder, if maybe that experience played a role in all of this.
That's interesting. It does make you think because often, when people go through major life events like that.
It can kind of shift your perspective.
Totally.
Like what's really important.
And what you want out of life.
Exactly.
I remember when I had my knee surgery a few years ago, not quite as dramatic as brain surgery.
Sure.
But even that just made me stop and think about, my health, my family.
Yeah, makes you reevaluate.
It really does. And, relationships are complex anyway.
Oh, yeah.
But when you throw in something like a major health scare.
Or, in their case, being in the public eye.
Yeah, that's got to be tough.
Imagine every little thing you do being scrutinized, analyzed.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about it.
It's a whole other layer of pressure.
So yeah, what we have here is, a couple who seem to have it all.
Yeah, 10 years, 2 beautiful kids.
Successful careers.
But, things aren't always what they seem.
And maybe that's the biggest takeaway here.
Yeah.
It reminds us that everyone has their own struggles, their own challenges.
Behind the curtain, so to speak. And it makes you think, how much do we really know about the lives of these, celebrities that we follow?
Right. Is it all a facade or is there real genuine stuff there too?
It's a question that I think we'll keep asking.
And, it's interesting because you brought up the surgery and how that can maybe shift someone's priorities.
Yeah.
And that's something I want to leave with the listeners today.
Oh, interesting.
Think about your own life, right?
Okay.
Have there been any events, big or small, that made you rethink what really matters?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a health scare, a job loss, a big move.
Or even just, a conversation.
Absolutely. Anything that made you stop and say, wait a minute, what am I doing with my life?
Wow, that's a great point.
Yeah. So take a moment, reflect on that, and see what comes up.
That's all the time we have for today.
Yeah, but keep thinking about that.
It's really something to consider.
Definitely.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
See you next time.